I'm here in my seed cabinet, and it's a kind of a funny place to film, but I have a number of seeds that I want to start this year, and I'm not quite sure if they are viable still or not. So what is viable? Viable means, are they still alive? Are they still good? And it's still early, it's January right now, and there's time to order seeds in case they are not viable. So today I'm going to show you how to run a seed viability test. Maybe you have old tomato seeds, old cucumber seeds, old lettuce seeds. You're not sure if the seeds are still good. Maybe they're not viable. Maybe you need to order more, or maybe you don't. Maybe you could still be okay with using up those seeds this year before ordering new ones. So I'm going to show you how to run a seed viability test. So stay with me to the end, and I'm going to show you what to do the whole way through and how you can do it properly and feel confident in the results to be able to decide on using those seeds this year or not. So here's the hot pepper drawer. I have a number of hot pepper seeds. I've had them for a long time. I'm not sure if they're quite viable. They do need to get started early because hot peppers take extra weeks, 10 to 12 weeks. I like to get them started before the final frost date. So I do have a little bit of time in case the ones I want to start are not viable. It's a good time to check. So I'm going to open up my drawer and I'm going to select seeds that I would like to grow again this year. One of which is the Anaheim hot pepper. And another one is the Poblano, which is also known as ancho pepper. If you let it dry, it turns black. And this is not quite a hot pepper. It's mildly hot. This one has a little bit more heat. But these were grown out and packaged for 2015. So, 2021, we were 5 years in, 6 years now. Are these still viable? I'm going to show you what to do to check if they are. For my first germination test, I'll be testing the Poblano pepper. Now, this one here only has this many seeds. So if I was a seed company and I had to test, do a germination test, it would be different. I would have to test 100 seeds. That would be 100%, and the number of seeds that would germinate in that 100 would equal to the actual percentage of viability. So if you're testing 100 seeds and 93 of them germinate, you have 93% germination rate. However, since I'm a home gardener, I don't need to start all of these seeds. That's quite a bit. I only want to do a few. So when you're doing it as a home gardener, you actually could use the germination test two ways. Number one, to test if the seeds are viable. Number two, the seeds that have germinated, if you don't have a lot of seeds, like in my case, that's all I have, then I can actually plant the seeds that germinate, and that will be a quicker way to start the seeds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out my paper towel, and I want to test 10 of these seeds. You want to water your paper. So I use paper towel. It's just regular paper towel. If you prefer to use organic paper towel or you want to use the brown paper, all that's fine. Then I'm going to lay out my seeds. And in my case, I want to test 10. And 10 will be, so if out of 10, 2 germinate, then I have 20% germination rate. If 5 germinate, I have 50% germination rate. I'm just averaging. It's not a true 100% test. The only way to test for real is if you test 100 seeds. I'm going to do 10. 3, 6, 9, 10. So if 10 of these seeds germinate, then I know that's the percentage. So I can then count on this seed packet again in the future. If they don't, then I know that I need to order more of this variety. So what you do then is you fold the paper like this. Leave a little space. You can actually see the seeds this way. Now there's different ways to do this test. You can do this test if you don't want to use plastic or paper. You can actually do a germination test on soil. Some people, what they do is they lay the seeds on top of the paper. That's another option. But once these seeds germinate, if I would like to plant them, all I need to do is just cut around each one, so I don't have to worry about ripping the root. Some people put the seeds on top because of the fear of damaging the root, but I'm just going to cut the paper around and plant that, and that'll decompose anyway. So I just want to squeeze a little bit of this water out. See, there's quite a bit there. I don't need that much water. Okay, it's moist. There we go. Then I take my plastic zipper bag. I place it in. Now I like these bags for this reason, because I can see the seeds through the bag. If you don't want to use a plastic bag, you can use a plastic container, you can use a glass container, you can use whatever you want. That's it. I'm gonna mark the bag and it will, that way I know what this is. That's it. So you write down the name, you write down the date that you started, and I wrote down 10 seeds. And then afterwards, I'll keep checking this every day. I'm gonna lay this on, just in a bright spot. You can put on your windowsill, but if it's too hot on your windowsill, it could maybe cause it to mold. So I'm just gonna keep it in a bright spot near a window, and I will keep an eye on it. And as soon as this starts to germinate, it will become a little bit green, and it'll puff up. And if it starts to rot, it'll go black and squishy. So I've got the 10, and this will give me the answer. And then what I'll do is I'll film another video after they've germinated to show you how to pot on germinated seeds from a germination test. So what's the next step? So the next step after your little bag is sealed and you've got the label, you've got the date, you've got the number of seeds that you placed in here. It's nice and moist in there in the bag is closed. Now it's got like a greenhouse effect in the bag. So you're gonna lay it out either on your windowsill if it's not too hot, like a north-facing window will be fine. Just pick a window or a bright location and lay out your bag and just let it sit there. Check the bag every day and even a couple times a day and see if there's anything happening. Now with pepper seeds, they need some extra time to germinate, maybe 5 days or so, maybe 7. Check on the moisture if you find that the bag is starting to dry, especially if it's sitting on a warm location. Just put a little bit more water in, not too saturated, you don't want it sopping, soaking wet. And then just keep checking it. And then as soon as you start seeing activity, you'll notice that the paper itself will change. So like around the paper here, you'll start seeing some color, some discoloration, that's fine. You can feel the seed through the bag. If the seed feels squishy, maybe it's starting to rot, you'll just keep an eye on it, okay? And then if you see the seed actually germinating, then you can make a decision and you can take it out and just mark that that one is germinated, or leave them all. See how many, if they all happen to go at the same time, then it's done. Then you can record your result and then record on the seed packet as well so that you can keep track of the germination rate. Now, when it's only 5 seeds, and you don't have a lot of seeds, it doesn't quite matter, but you know that if 5 seeds out of 5 germinate, you have pretty good germination rate for a small packet of seeds. If from this, you pick 5 seeds and only 1 germinate, the viability in that packet is probably not that high. So you maybe want to put 2-3 seeds per cell when you're starting them, just to, increase your chances of having seedlings. And you may want to consider ordering new seeds if those seeds are not viable and they don't happen to germinate. So that's how you complete a seed germination test. I will film a part 2. The part 2 will be the potting up of the germinated seeds that germinated inside the seed germination test. I will show you in part 2 how to take them out carefully without damaging the roots, kind of do like a grow along together that way, and I'll show you how to pot them up for the next step. So if you like my video, please be sure to give me a like, and as well, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to be notified of all upcoming videos. Hope you all have a great day, everyone. Good luck, everyone. Happy gardening and enjoy seed starting. It's so much fun. Look forward to talking to you soon. Bye for now.